All right, all right, all right. Here we go, baby. This is beautiful. What a beautiful screen. Okay, so this is a video from Actman. Somebody asked me to watch this, so they sent that to me. It's called Copyright Abuse on YouTube featuring Quantum TV. I've kind of heard about this, not super sure, but I think this guy just constantly slaps people with copyright BS every time they criticize him in some capacity. So, you know, obviously that's what the copyright system is for. What's interesting is I made a video. This is something that's annoying. I made a video about Hassan. He did like an interview with somebody. He had done an interview with, I forget what the thing is called, and it got DMCA struck on like a random portion, which is usually what happens when people are, you know, clowning on you like with some BS. And I put in, I was like, dude, this is fair use. Like, it's stupid. I was doing like a reaction to the video, and they never responded to it. I think it expires tomorrow, and it's so annoying because they think they did it on purpose by not responding to it because it expires after a month, and because they know that like it is within like DMCA. But I think they're delaying it just so that they can make it so that my video gets put out later, which is very frustrating because now it's going to come out a month after it's like relevant. I'm still putting it out. I don't care. But it's frustrating how annoying some people can be when it comes to the utilization of this copyright policy. Anyway, let's get this going.
About copyright abuse
and why
filing... Hi everyone, I'm the ACT attorney here. What a pleasure it is to meet all of you today. I am so thrilled and excited. Cool. Today, we're going to be talking about copyright abuse and why filing false copyright takedowns is considered perjury, which is a crime under U.S. law, section 512F of the DMCA. How's that for an intro?
But what are you really gonna do about it? You know, you're gonna sue somebody for false flagging you. You're not even gonna win out money wise. Isn't that the messed up part? Is that like you could sue somebody for justifiably screwing you over in some capacity, but there's like no guarantee. Like it's not even like worth it. Sometimes it's crazy.
Never gonna be doing something like that again.
You guys literally sound like
abuse victims, right?
So I would say this game is for somebody. They have no family, no friends, no life. I'm not sorry. I don't like Elden Ring players. They're nasty people. Players are losers.
True. He's right.
Literally just start
this guy's speaking facts. Let's be honest here. Elden Ring players are losers. Okay. So...
with all these claims and accusations, literally living up to every gamer stereotype that you could possibly imagine. And you want to literally prove my point by being that literally loser. You're literally like a shut-in loser that like does this. And these people are literally like, bro, like they are literally scumbags. They're like literally the textbook definition of like a bad human being. Like, you know, you want to sit there and you want to act like I'm some bad human being, you can get bent, dude. Look at you. Literally look at what you're doing.
For me, I'm already dead.
Maybe that's why you don't have a ring on your finger.
Whoa.
Maybe that's why your kids aren't around you. Because maybe there's something wrong with you. At the end of the day, go kill yourself. Because maybe there's something wrong with you.
The game that's not for everyone isn't the game that should be made.
Maybe there's something wrong with you. Maybe there's something wrong with you.
Something wrong with you.
Wait, are you telling me that this whole thing stemmed from him speaking about Elden Ring and people got upset, so they reacted to it, and then he DMCA struck them? Is that real? That sounds like what this is all about. If that's what this is all about, and if this is the reason why he's DMCAing people, that's pathetic. Because they disagree with your take on Elden Ring. Who cares? It's a fucking video game. Like, who gives a shit? I didn't like it. I mean, like, I played it. It's kind of fun, but not really for me. I don't think. I'm not good at things. But... you know, it's like, whatever, bro. It's not that deep.
Maybe there's something wrong with you. Literally look at what you're doing. Maybe there's something wrong with you.
Maybe there is.
Alright, I'm recording this after the fact just to give a fair warning. A lot of the stuff I'll be showing and reading in this video is pretty offensive. None of it comes from me. And trust me, it all has a point. So, here we are. You take the blue pill, you click off this video, go to bed, wake up, everything's the same.
Wow, incredible.
You take the red pill. and I show you just how deep the rabbit hole goes. Court is now in session. A false copyright strike and takedown request was recently filed against my channel. Take a guess by who? Matt Haas. Nope. Derek Savage.
I don't know
nope. Quantum TV.
You guys want to have your fun with Quantum TV? Have your fun at this point. I mean, I'm kind of amused by this. I'm not gonna lie.
So you think it's funny?
The star of my Elden Ring hot takes video. If you haven't watched it, it'll be linked in the description. That video is going to remain public, and it will remain public forever.
So since, what is his name here? The Act Man? Never heard of you, and we're going to go...
Bro, that's so annoying when people, like, when they don't... They just go, I've never heard of you, but they're not saying, like, sometimes I'll say, like, oh, I haven't heard of this person, and then I'll say, like, but that's not like an insult, I just don't know anybody, because I just don't know people. But all the time, most of the time when people say, like, I never heard of them, it's meant to be like a fuck you, you're a loser, you know. That's the actual energy of what they're saying is. It's like, oh, what if this guy's a fucking loser because I've never heard of them, you know what I mean? It's just so stupid.
Over your so-called hot takes, which contains a lot of stolen footage, and which, by the way, I'll look into my options around getting that taken down.
Any further attempts to falsely copyright strike my channel will be met with a counter lawsuit in which I will clean you out.
When you start talking fair use, you are opening a legal battle because you're telling the copyright owner, fuck you, I can do what I want. Fuck you, I can do what I want. Fuck you, I can do what I want. Fuck you.
You have LGBT kissing in church, but we're bigots for rejecting this hateful content? Ugh, why weren't you a Pulse victim? Shake my head. The world would be a better place without you. Boycott the... Is that a real screenshot? Oh, fuck. I didn't know that he was part of the manosphere. Do you know how many times I've heard... This is something that Illuminati said. You know how many times I've heard the argument... that I placed my monkeys in the wrong spot. Anyway, the argument that the LGBTQ community is like some kind of a conspiracy to... it's some kind of a conspiracy to feminize men. That's the energy I'm getting here. That's the exact energy that I'm getting here. That like, oh, the LG... Like, this is literally like the LGBTQ is here to just feminize men argument. That's the exact energy. Holy fuck.
I can do what I want.
I've also been updating fans curious about this because it is a big deal, but follow me on Twitter. I've been posting stuff and details there. This has gotten so far out of control, I have no choice but to unleash my true power as the act attorney. Whoa, and although I have no legal authority as a lawyer, that's the end of that sentence. If you're curious about how copyright enforcement works on YouTube, Mudahar made a great video summing up the ramifications and what is actually at stake.
Again, once you file this claim, somebody else can counterclaim you, and then it becomes a legal issue. If it turns out that you're actually abusing this for your own benefit, just to hide criticism, and you've actually taken down legally fair use content, this bites you on your ass. This is not authorized by the copyright owner, its agent, or the law.
Does it ever actually bite people in the ass? So, like, don't you have to fight it? Because I remember, like, Fresh and Fit DMCA'd something that I did, because they're a bunch of pussy loser fuckboys, and like, you put in the dispute, and they're like, no, whatever. They put in a dispute. You say like, hey, this is fair use, and then they can respond by saying, go fuck yourself. And they can just deny your dispute, and then you could press it to a legal point. But then at that point, it's like it turns into a legal battle. And if you're wrong, they copyright strike your channel gets a fucking, what is it called? They hit your channel with like a content warning or whatever. And that's not fair. You know what I'm saying? So like if you lose the battle, like you get suspended for a week. It's like it makes you kind of afraid because like what if you're wrong? It's like frustrating. So I don't know, bro.
The law, okay? That includes fair use dealings, fair use law. If you were to take this video to a fucking courtroom, the judge would say this is fair use, okay? Even though fair use is a gray area.
You know, normally reacting or commentating on someone else's video as part of a critique falls under fair use. And generally speaking, pretty much everyone on this platform understands that. Yeah. Because if we didn't, then we would just be taking down other people's videos that we don't like all the time. Awesome, and so while editing the hot takes video, I made sure to edit as much of the original Quantum TV clips as I could.
Why I am very confident that what you guys do and your takedown journalism of other YouTubers and other creators is not only not fair use, but it's YouTube's text.
This is really over a video game that this guy didn't like, any copyright. Dude, this is embarrassing. Like, what the fuck?
Facebook definition of cyberbullying and harassment.
Objection! What I posted was fair use. And YouTube agrees with me, which is why they rejected the copyright takedown. Now keep in mind, in this legal document, not only is it false, but he didn't even bother to fill it out properly. The link to his video is missing, and he wrote the wrong title for the videos he was claiming. I have the original titles here. I will put them on screen. If you send a DMCA takedown notice that is both false and meant in bad faith, such as to harass or doesn't state a real claim, you have committed perjury.
Oh.
You posted these to YouTube. You can't file false claims and lie in the claim, you absolute moron. You can't beat the Act Attorney, man. I played all the Ace Attorney games. I played them all. In my last video,
is this guy an actual attorney, or is he just memeing? He's fun. I wonder.
This. It's like a rabbit hole we don't even want to go down. Unfortunately, now we have to. Some people might ask, well, why are you making this video? Why are you giving him exposure? I understand your concerns, but this affects the entire YouTube platform. By the way, he's not gaining much of a following or viewership from all of this controversy. And my end goal is the termination of his YouTube channel for routinely abusing copyright, violating terms of service, and the YouTube community guidelines. All of this that is outlined, I'm going to show you evidence of how Quantum TV has violated all of it. But let's start at the beginning.
Amazing. Let's give a shout out to Mischief. And there are all these people saying that I falsely attacked some young kid. Everybody loves to put his age out. The moment
Oh, is it? Let's give a shout out to Mischief. The shout out is like, hey, please go bully and harass this person because they disagree with me. Is that what he's actually saying?
Mention it. Why are you so obsessed with his age? I don't care. He's a minor. Leave it alone.
For some reason, he's really obsessed with the age of Mischief.
Like, nobody gives a shit about his age. He's being a piece of garbage. People like Mischief, who apparently is a young child. Maybe Mischief's mother might want to get in on this. What? All the negative press you've seen on me is because
what?
Who apparently is a young child. Maybe.
I'm gonna say it. I'm a fan of Vosh. Deal with it. What does this have to do with anything?
Mischief's mother might want to get in on this. What? All the negative press you've seen on me is because I reviewed a game once, didn't like it. Some 16-year-old kid picked it up. This is said 16-year-old. 16-year-old, 17-year-old kid from the UK. Mischief,
he looks pretty old to me. I mean, it's impossible to tell the age from an anime PFP because a lot of anime 7-year girls that look 7 are actually 6,000 years old. So that guy could be a fucking vampire for all we really know.
16-year-old kid. You're not some young 16-year-old kid on the internet. It was a 16-year-old kid. This kid. He's a 16-year-old. There's a 16-year-ld kid. Some 16-year-old
Bro, had 900 views and he DMCA'd it and he cried about it. Why? Why are you so sensitive? I wish people would send. I honestly wish people would hate me more. I think it's so funny when people talk shit about me and then I get to respond to it and it's content. It's funny. I don't know why are people so buttered. I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't get it. It's just weird.
Mischief is the chief orchestrator behind this entire thing. This is all about Mischief, who's orchestrating, who's running it.
Content is content, dude.
Every YouTuber he can. And again,
like if I was like a video essayist and I actually made real content, I would have a React channel just so that I could react to the people talking shit about me. You know what I mean?
He's orchestrated by this one little shit. He is whining and lying to everyone he can. I mean, I'm so fucking tired of this little kid. I swear to God. Even with this motherfucker right now. All this started because of some 16-year-old kid. This one little shit. Mischief. And the thing that really gets me the most annoyed is it all started with Mischief. Like, nobody gives a shit about his age.
Seems to have started. You know what's so funny? Like, I don't know the specifics of any of the video or anything, but usually people in the commentary, like, community, like, people that I would assume, and I could be wrong about, like, Mischief, usually they're just kind of complaining about anything just to get a little traction. Like, that's kind of how some of the people in the commentary community works. And I'm not even going to say that, like, you know, people engage in it, but, you know, sometimes, like, oh, like, the Jelly Bean stuff. Like, oh, Jelly Bean farted. You know what I mean? Like, it could have been just like that. Like, just kind of like not even a good criticism. Why take it so seriously, you know?
TV is right. This all started with Mischief. He uploaded a video critiquing Quantum's first review of Elden Ring. The man was not pleased.
Quantum TV is the exact type of channel which makes you consistently have to sit back and ponder the question, what the actual fuck is...
Bro, is this how the new Star Wars fucking Lego game plays? This looks awesome. I might actually buy this. What the fuck?
Is wrong with this man? Even though he himself is more than happy to poor shame people in now deleted replies to my community post. I want to clear out one or two things regarding why I myself took down the video initially. First of all, at the time I simply said to myself, fuck this, I'll deal with it later, and so took it down.
So Mischief took his video down because he didn't want to deal with that, and Quantum celebrated his victory and retract his claim.
You steal videos and you lie through your fucking teeth. This guy is going around to every YouTuber he can fucking find saying, he's saying I'm violating YouTube terms of service and he's bullying me. He's playing the fucking victim. Let me put this on the screen. for every motherfucker right now that needs to see this shit. This little turd literally pulled his own video.
Yeah, because he probably doesn't want to get a fucking copyright strike.
But the damage and
that's what I was saying before, dude. It's like, you know, sometimes you're not sure of yourself. Some people could leverage the strike against you as like a threat, and then you're like, fuck, am I gonna lose my, like, am I gonna get hit with a content violation? Oh, and you get kind of like nervous, you know. You know, it's sometimes it's like, okay, is it worth, like, for that kid's video, it looked like it had like 1,000 views, and that's not a criticism. But if I had a video with like, not like, let's say I had a video with like 1,000 views or like 3,000 views, you think I'm gonna keep it up for a copyright strike? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it really worth it? Probably not.
Was made apparent to the rest of us, because we all understand the gravity of using copyright against other content creators. This is something that will naturally draw people's attention, especially if it is being abused.
This is all about Mischief, who's orchestrating this, who's running at every YouTuber he can. Objection!
Mr. TV, I'm afraid I must expose your ignorance. For you see, Mischief never orchestrated any attack against you. Take a look at this screenshot. Would you kindly take a look at this screenshot? I wouldn't recommend making a video on that quantum guy. Well, Mr. TV, care to explain how Mischief could be orchestrating a cyberbullying campaign against you at the same time he's telling the rest of us not to go after you? Because I'd love to hear an explanation. Or do I smell a contradiction? You're only blaming Mischief for all of this because he made the first video. This has all been a facade to silence criticism about you. You have it backwards. Mischief didn't reach out to me. I reached out to him. As you can see in these DMs here. Make no mistake, Quantum, your takes were so bad. They were the worst I've ever seen. But you are the only one responsible for escalating the situation. You used your platform, your standing to routinely harass Mischief.
I mean, I'm so fucking tired of this little kid. I swear to God, I can't even with this motherfucker right now. They're right. I'm the bad guy here for telling some small punk that wants to steal from other people and just shit on them. Just absolutely shit on.
Bro, the only one stealing is you because you're stealing everyone's fucking intelligence.
The fact that Mischief was 16, 17 just made it shittier because he's young. Because someone like that could easily be manipulated by someone like you. But that's a smart kid, man. I mean, he's only 16 years old and you couldn't get the best of him?
And a lot of these smaller channels, 200 subscribers, 400 subscribers, 4,000 subscribers.
Well, that's the interesting thing too, is that it wasn't even that he put in the DMCA. He personalized it by commenting under the video. I don't understand how you like, listen, if you're going to falsely DMCA somebody, pretend they don't exist. You know what I'm saying? Obviously you shouldn't be falsely DMCAing anybody, but if you pretend they don't exist, like, then there's nothing personal about it. Like, if you get hit with a DMCA and you're like, oh, I guess I'll remove it. But then you get hit with a DMCA, then somebody comments under your video saying you're a fucking cucklord, and then, you know, they start personalizing it as much as possible. That's where this guy fucked up bad. That's really what happened more than anything else.
Of lower YouTuber, amazing. Let's give a shout out to Mischief.
You know, that is a great idea, Quantum. For once we agree on something, everybody go subscribe to Mischief. Let's get him to more subscribers than Quantum TV so we can see who the real lower tier YouTuber is. Wouldn't that be amazing? Subscribe to Mischief for justice. Never in your life.
Quantum TV has 65,000 followers, which is not bad. Like, I'm not criticizing at all. Like, that's fine. But like, why are you talking down on people as if like they're doo-doo diarrhea fart? He's getting some views on this. I think this controversy is the only thing that's really getting him views, though. Yeah, I'm not trying to criticize the guy. Not that I get like amazing views anyway either, but like it seems like when he's like, oh, Quantum TV's under attack, like that's his like biggest video. His most recent ones is one that's about that. Maybe he's benefiting from all the controversy.
Today we're gonna
like with higher viewers or whatever. I don't know. But okay.
Wildest dreams did you expect someone like Mischief to have a powerful ally like me. But against scum like you, I'll always try to be there to clean up the streets.
Nice.
It's funny, isn't it? The old saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. While I may not like what Griffin Gaming has to say about some of my videos or my Vanguard review, who cares about any of that? This is way more important. YouTube is a platform where we should all be able to hate each other and coexist.
True.
You threaten that, Quantum.
They smack talk and smear somebody's reputation that they don't like for the moment and move on to the next person. You know who's also big for doing this? Griffin Gaming. There's so many.
That's right, bro.
For some reason, you decide to go after Griffin Gaming too for doing the same thing Mischief did. God knows how many other YouTubers you've attacked in the comment section. The pattern is Quantum will start beef with anyone who talks about him. He'll produce a video, leave it up for a day, and then delete it because he realized what a disaster it is for him.
Like, for fuck's sake, he pulled his own video. Deleted by user. You tell me what that shit means.
That's what you call ironic.
I got all these fuckers calling me out of my name. I'm a scumbag. I'm this, that, and the third.
You are, bro.
Many gamers that do this toxic shit where they find somebody they want to bully and they think this shit works. It doesn't work.
Like, if you don't want to get quote-unquote bullied, keep your opinions to yourself. Maybe uploading them to a public website is probably not the best idea.
Griffin makes a good point. If you upload something to YouTube, anyone can criticize it or talk about it. You posted it to the internet. That's the end of it.
He expects the internet to be nice to him.
Oh, like a sussy baka. I get it. From the popular hit video game Among Us. Or what is that from? What is sussy baka from? I don't know.
You did say you were going to look into your options. You did want to take legal action against me. That's also another shtick that people told me about you, like Griffin Gaming. That's what you do. Don't make it like that was clickbait, Chief. You were thinking about it.
It's anime? Whatever.
Ironically, in his quest to silence all criticism, Quantum TV has invoked the Streisand effect to its maximum potential. Your efforts to hide the truth have only increased people's curiosity about it, to the point where some of the biggest YouTubers and Twitch streamers are aware of your bullshit now, too.
I'll be looking into sharing Quantum's views of the copyright system with important people at YouTube.
Oh, shit!
As this is
I can't believe the Scarecrow from Batman is commenting on this. I'm just kidding. I love Asmongold.
something that can lead to the termination of your channel. And I responded and I said to him,
that was like a cough and a laugh at the same time. I wouldn't have laughed as much at the joke, but I started to cough at it. So I was more like, you know what I mean, like a snarky laugh. But now I'm just embarrassed.
Imagine having a take on Elden Ring that's literally so bad that you end up getting banned for it. That's too fucking bad, isn't it? That is just too fucking bad. Wow.
ReviewTechUSA was one of the next people to cover Quantum's hot takes.
I'm just going to start off by saying there has been a lot of controversy created by specifically ReviewTechUSA.
Now, Rich's videos discussed the bad Elden Ring takes, but also highlighted that Quantum TV's been evading a previous ban on YouTube.
Wow. I mean, Jesus. I was just going to say, like, why over a fucking video game? I guess that's like your whole life. You feel like that's like the biggest deal. Somebody didn't like my Elden Ring take. I mean, I guess we're all kind of like that. But I mean, I've been hit with worse. Like, you think I gave a shit? For instance, if I sat here and I said this, The Mandalorian is mid. In fact, it's actually below mid. It's not a good show. It's okay. People made a video about it. I don't give a fuck. It is, though. It is. The Book of Boba Fett was much better. I think it kind of the fight scenes are a little campy, bro. Like they really could be more realistic. Honestly, it'd be nice. But yeah, man. Mandalorian is mid. It's not good. The only reason you like it is because you're so starved by how bad. You're so starved by how bad the new sequels were that you think that it's incredible. But it's like, It's like, no, Book of Boba Fett was much better than The Mandalorian. It was just better story pacing. I'm sorry, this is a fact. You're all wrong. But you could disagree with me. I don't care because it's a show. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. It's a fucking show, and who cares? You know. Also, the prequels to Star Wars were better than the regular show, just so you know. Fucking come at me, bitch. Okay? They're just more nostalgic to me. You know, because that's what I grew up with, and they're cooler because they got like waving around. But they weren't really that bad, especially when you compare it to the sequels. At least the story made sense, even if it was a fucking hot mess.
A ban for hate speech.
Did I mention 6,752 times that he's ban evading?
Objection.
Whoa!
Is ban relevant? Objection. Because it's against terms of service.
What?
Which has provided ample evidence of bigoted, hateful, downright disgusting.
Let's see. Paul Smith has never been about this LG. Oh, look at that. Well, Paul Spider-Man's NY has never been about. Let me just read some of these. Has never been about the LGBTQ nonsense until Obama's time, and also Obama gave scumbag liberal terrorists like you a platform to attack the majority. Only human waste like you would defend such trashy conduct. This is a T14 game with gay sex propaganda targeting all gamers without warning. Go back left field and say they're wretched, bro. I'm telling you that fucking dude. I'm telling you, it's there are some people who think that there's a fucking gay conspiracy agenda that's out to kill us all, and it's fucking crazy. I mean, it's not It's wrong. It's true. I'm just kidding. It's fucking crazy. Can you? It's just so fucking insane that I've heard this shit before. It's like, holy fuck, dude, shut up. Nuts.
Posts from Quantum across his Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Some of this evidence also came from the TV community, which apparently from my DMs is also sick of his shit.
And this is not cancel culture. This is not. This is someone being held accountable for their horrible, horrible actions that they did over and over and over and over again.
Now, Rich isn't going after Quantum's past because of cancel culture, right? This is to further establish the legitimacy of your...
I mean, like, let's be honest here. I mean, it wouldn't be, like, considered, like, a culture of cancellation. But, like, canceling somebody isn't, like, necessarily... I mean, they're... Oh, dude, I'm gonna get fucking nay-nayed. Oh! Sorry. There are some instances where, like, cancellations are appropriate. You know, I don't know. I mean, he's pushing around some pretty crazy anti-LGBTQ propaganda. I'm usually, for me, it's you know, I'm more on board when it's some kind of pedophile shit. That's where I'm like, yeah, definitely cancel that person. You know.
Previous channels ban Quantum, and therefore justify a ban for your current one. In a response to a picture of two people kissing in a church, he wrote,
The Last of Us Part 2 church scene behind the scenes. Well, this is just silly. That's not that bad.
Too bad you weren't a...
Oh. Okay, I thought that he posted...
Response to a picture of...
I thought he posted this. I'm like, oh, I thought he was just making fun of these girls, and I was like, aha, it's kind of silly.
Two people kissing in a church, he wrote, Too bad you weren't a Pulse victim.
Incredible. Incredible. That's really fucked up. That's actually really fucked up because like my wife is, you know, when she was in high school, especially in college, she was very attached to, like, the LGBTQ community. She did a lot of, like, stuff with them, and, like, that's one of the worst things that you could say to, like, gay people. Like, it's really fucking offensive. That was, like, a tragedy to the gay community. I feel like people don't really know that, because they don't give a shit about gay people, and I get it, because who cares about gay? No, I'm just kidding. But people don't really, like, know that, like, how impactful that was, I feel. Or maybe that's, I mean, at least I think that, maybe that's just how I felt before, and I didn't know, but it's fucked up, bro. What is Pulse? So there was a Pulse nightclub massacre where somebody went to a gay nightclub and shot and killed 50 people. And it's additionally so fucked up, and people don't understand why, is because after the shooting, I don't know if he killed 50 or 50 people got shot. I don't remember specifically. But the really fucked up part was that afterwards, they desperately needed blood. I think for these victims, and something in that realm. I don't remember the specifics, but gay and bisexual men aren't allowed to give blood. Still to this day. It's really fucked up. And it's technically not, he's killed 49 people yet. It's technically like gay men can't give blood, but it's men who've engaged in sexual activity with other men in, like, the past so many weeks or something can't give blood. So, like, the gay community couldn't even get together and do that thing because there's a disproportionately higher amount of AIDS in, like, the gay community, and people will sit there and say, like, yeah, but AIDS, but it's like, no, but like, I want you to understand that this is one of those what I would call, like, intelligent bigotry, where you can find a reason why you shouldn't allow a particular group of people to do a thing, because maybe this thing will happen here. But at the end of the day, the blood is screened. So, if anything, if gay people give blood and they find out they have HIV, that's actually better for the gay community. There's no downside. Like, they screen the blood and they'd be like, oh, hey, you have AIDS. So why the Orlando nightclub? So what does it really matter? Why aren't we allowed? Why can't you give blood? It's a regressive, old idea that's just, like, really meant to be, like, homophobic. That's the reality. And people don't really know that, and I don't think people really talk about it, but that's really what it boils down to, man. So it's really, that's one of the, like, a reason why the Pulse nightclub situation is so fucked up for, like, so many gay people. There's just so many issues, and, like, some of them are systemic that are really personal and horrible for the gay community, for the LGBTQ community. So,
in reference to the Pulse nightclub shooting, an incident at a gay bar where 47 people were killed. Get this piece of trash off of YouTube.
Isn't it funny when people try to call you a bigot and a homophobe when they're literally exactly what they're trying to accuse you of being? Look at you. Literally look at what you're doing. It's rich watching you try to paint me as some sort of bigot, as you literally are one.
He put up very, very hateful things towards the LGBTQ community.
Wait, why was the other guy a bigot? Because was he like, did he hate black people or something? Like, what was the argument here? Or is this guy using Quantum TV using his like his race as a shield? You know what I mean? Like, what was the what are we on about today?
Community, and I'm not just talking
hey, what's going
words.
On,
he actually wished death on them. Wishing death upon someone is another story. I seriously question your sanity, and this is what Quantum TV wrote back. They deserve it. The world is better off without them forcing their lifestyle on it. These are your
Jesus, like these aren't even jokes. These are like legitimately like kill gay people. Like it's not funny. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Accounts that you had linked on your YouTube, but all of a sudden you're not responsible for them. That's not how it works.
Man,
I guess it makes Ethan's power bottom joke not so bad after all, huh? Gay people, huh? You guys complain about everything, you fucking annoying asshole. I'm just kidding. Oh, Lord.
Consistently wishes death upon other people? Does that sound like someone we know?
At the end of the day, go kill yourself, man.
You see, Rich was able to successfully prove a connection between the hateful things you said on Facebook and Twitter and your YouTube account and Discord. What else have you said?
Just had some girl named Lindsay attack me via heterophobic messages spamming homosexual acts. This is my response to all who...
What? Heterophobic? What does that mean? What does that mean? I mean, I guess I would, like, some people were like, we should kill all straight people. But I don't know if I'd call it heterophobic. I'd call it cope. But just had some girl named Lindsay. Okay, what the fuck?
Who are heterophobic, and he shows someone LGBT activist attacked in Georgia.
Mark my words, Quantum, all roads lead to one destination, the termination of your current YouTube channel, and I will not rest until that is achieved. You're a fugitive on the run, but the law is catching up.
Hey, is that a race joke because he's black and he can run fast, dude? Come on, guys. You really are having... You guys have to stop with the racism. That's the only reason you're trying to deplatform this guy is racism, obviously.
Quantum actually committed another crime of slander.
Just trying to put down another successful black man. Am I right, guys? This fucking racist, honky, white crackers. You guys... It's crazy, bro. You guys got to stop. It's too much.
Accused ReviewTechUSA of being something horrible. I'm not going to say it here. There's absolutely no evidence of this, so we can just add that to the list of crimes. So, Quantum, care to explain these hateful posts wishing death upon the LGBT community?
And instead of coming to me like a man, you resorted to being a little bitch about it and doing what you knew would get you views, and you tried to use the gay community.
Isn't that weird? Like, instead of coming to me like a man, you know how that's like such a childish thing to say in like the YouTube sphere. Why did you talk about this to me in private? Like, okay, if you're like really good best friends, sure, even on the internet. But like, why the fuck would anybody fucking do that? You should have talked to me in person. Who the fuck are you, bro? Why would I do that, dude? Who the fuck do you think you are? Running around leaving all these scars. You know what I'm saying? If I knew this song more, I would probably lose this game like a fucking chump. Okay.
Against me and weaponized shit. And at the end of the day, Rich, you got no fucking leg to stand on, and you need to shut the fuck up, okay?
Oh,
the reality is, it is what it is. I got hacked in 2018, and everything you find from 2018 is just that. It's a fucking hack. I don't know you an apology, and I'm not fucking sorry for shit I didn't do. That's it.
Oh, it's just hack. Well, that makes sense.
Objection! Mr. TV, would you please read the words on your channel banner? The #1 brand in honesty. Well, it should say the #1 brand in lies. Take that! If your accounts were hacked and compromised, then why were these horrible offensive things left on your account after you regained control of it? Why is there no history or post we can refer to of you mentioning the hack back in 2018? Whoa. Unless these accounts were under the hacker's control for the last 4 years, but wait, that's not the case either, because here's a Discord message of you saying you haven't used these accounts in years.
This is all him. They were there, people screen capped him, he deleted the account, and that account, like I said, was linked on his YouTube, so...
Guys, I got hacked. I didn't mean to like all those OnlyFans girls, okay? I didn't mean to like every OnlyFans girl that I see on my screen. I was hacked. Okay? I didn't mean to like everything, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't like those mommy milkers. It was someone else.
Hacker put that Facebook in your YouTube about page?
If you haven't had control of these accounts, then you're telling me that hackers went to your Twitter and Facebook profile accounts and deleted them while ReviewTechUSA was currently streaming and showing people the awful posts there.
My Twitter was hacked, okay? So all of those posts that you're seeing from 2018 literally have nothing to do with me, unfortunately. There's not really much I can do outside of working for years to try to recover an account.
Hold it!
hacker, let's put the common sense cap on, okay? Quantum TV, why would a hacker, if they wanted to disavow you and discredit you and make you look terrible, rush to take down your Twitter and your blog post while I was streaming all the horrible things that were from it? Wouldn't they want to keep it up to make you look even worse? There's another thing
he got him.
Video. He does not condemn the terrible things that supposed hackers put up on his Twitter. He doesn't disavow any of it. He just tries to deflect and say it wasn't my fault, which is very...
Listen, you don't understand. It wasn't him. It was his original character. It was his OC that posted all those bigoted things, and you don't understand that. It's not his fault. It's just a character, bro. And it's also just a prank, bro. So get over it.
Telling.
Why is there a common theme of bigotry and hatred across all these accounts and platforms? Is that just pure coincidence? I mean, this was you, right? You know it's wrong. That's why you deleted it. You're trying to hide it. Streisand effect. The truth is, Quantum TV really is anti-LGBTQ. He's transphobic, homophobic, racist, and I don't use any...
Oh, sounds like an excellent resume.
of these words lightly. David, fuck you and your hate speech against me, calling me homophobic because I'm anti-gay. Support.
That's incredible. He thought that was real. So I want to know that I'm not going to read this yet. I'm going to read this in a second. Every single time I hear this, I don't actually dislike gay people. I just don't like the LGBTQ community because they're pushing out they're pushing out a gay message to feminize men. But I like gay people. That's the same energy, honestly, as Ben Shapiro saying it's okay to be gay if you're like religious, but you just can't act on your gayness. You just can't act on it. It's the same thing. This person hates gay people. They hate that gay people are represented in any capacity, but they're okay with gay people who you can't tell are gay. That's what he's actually saying. Oh, I'm okay with gay people when like you can't tell that they're gay. You know, those are the good ones. Those are the good gays. You know, it's like fucking insane.
Is all you liberals do. I'm pretty sure.
I want to read the whole thing. Hold on. Fuck you and your hate speech against me. Calling me homophobic because I'm anti-gay support is all you liberals can do when someone says no to forced LGBTQ support. You don't have to support gay people at all. You can just not support LGBTQ. Like, you can just not talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to support it, but you also don't have to not support it. You can just be like, that exists. You could be neutral, right? But this person isn't. I've never pushed or forced my sexuality on the gays. Oh, wow. I've never pushed my something on the blacks. Imagine I said that. Like, you see, like the fucking gays. Yet they're legit forcing LGBT into games and movies. You know what's so interesting about this is I remember Illuminati talked about how like Aiden Ross, the fact that he made gay jokes was causing young men to become bi-curious. It was making them curious about other men. I feel like that's a self-report. If you think that seeing a gay dude or a dude making a gay joke or seeing a gay person in a game or something, if that makes you curious about your sexuality, you're probably kind of gay. And I feel like I'm getting similar energy here. Maybe this guy's just kind of gay. And he can't cope with that. He's like, don't show me gay stuff because it reminds me that I love cock. I mean, it's possible. I stand against your liberal communist propaganda. Also, I don't talk facts racism, Fox racism, like fake racism. Black Panther is racist and only the most hateful blacks like it. I will always fight liberal scum like you. You people are the same. You want me to let it go and just let you liberals win. LMFAO, I'm not submitting to your LGBT, BLM feminism. Can't really read that. Hold on. The Illuminati or any of that shit. You're uneducated. Incredible. I mean, after reading that, I think that he's turned to me gay.
Homophobic because I'm anti-gay. Support is all you liberals do. I'm pretty sure being anti-gay is homophobic. I've never pushed or forced my sexuality on the gays. Incredible. Yet they're legit forcing LGBT into games and movies. I stand against your liberal communist propaganda. Black Panther is racist and only the most hateful blacks like it. Yes, hello? What are the symptoms of brain damage? Okay, yeah, I think this guy definitely has it then. You've done yourself in, Quantum. You've done yourself in. Huh? Explain this away, huh? Explain all this shit away.
What's the matter? Huh? Had enough?
And since we're on the topic of racist, remember when you called Lenny Kravitz's daughter a half-breed?
You had Selena Kyle, which is Lenny Kravitz's daughter, like a half-breed, basically.
What the fuck? Oh, so what the fuck? Oh shit, dude. Bro, how deep down the rabbit hole are we getting? He called a mixed person a fucking half-breed? Jesus Christ, bro.
Or was that the hackers? Did the hackers, like...
Is this like a... Bro. Oh, dude. This is sounding a little bit like black supremacy here, which is like white supremacy, but without the power. Because, you know, us whiteys got it. We got it on lock, baby. That's just fucking crazy, dude. Holy shit.
Like, manipulate the footage and then post it on your YouTube channel, which you then later deleted, because that seems to be you and that seems to be your voice. Half-breed is a racial slur, and it's fucked up to call people that. Here's a screenshot of him defending one of his Discord moderators for the liberal use of the word tranny when referring to trans people. This happened like last—
Hold on, I want to read it. I've received multiple demands to drop our chief moderator because he used the word the T slur. I'll say this to all prying eyes. I don't take demands from anyone, and he isn't going anywhere. He's entitled to speak as he pleases. This is a free country, after all. Don't you like it? Okay. I would have just said, like, hey, stop using that slur, or I'm not going to let you run my Discord anymore. And this person says, yes, I use the T slur. Get over it. Language police. I did it because I was referring to what Matt Smith was talking about in context. I mean, I understand the usage of slurs in context in private communities, like whatever. Like if I'm talking to my, listen, I'm gonna be honest. Like if I'm talking to my wife, and you know we're talking about, or you know when I'm singing like a song, Childish Gambino, bro, I ain't censoring shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's in private. In public, obviously, you know, I police myself more because that's not acceptable to anyone outside of me in my car rocking and jamming. You know what I mean?
For the liberal use of the word tranny when referring to trans people. This happened like—
See, this guy just used it in context. And like, I mean, I prefer to like censor it myself, but you know.
Last week. Were these recent Discord messages faked as well? Do you think calling trans people tranny is a hip, cool thing to do to stick it to the man and those liberal communists?
Well, I guess you would be sticking it to the man by their logic if they were a trans woman, because they don't affirm trans people.
Get fucked. Get absolutely fucked. I'm here to bury you. Everything Quantum does is for his own self-image. The pattern of behavior, silencing comments, trying to silence people's videos, deleting his own channels, deleting videos he uploaded, trying to prevent people from further downloading the videos. It's like you have never been on the internet. Nobody buys it. Nobody buys it. Quantum will argue that all of this is just one big misunderstanding. You know, that everyone is showing his clips and posts out of context. We're removing all the context.
I don't like the fucking game. It's an endless, pointless death loop, which I've established at multiple points in my review process, which we—
I mean, that's fair. I mean, that's one of the reasons I don't like it. But that doesn't make the game bad. I just, like, I'm not a big fan of dying all the time. It's frustrating. You know, it makes me sad and cry.
Will be showing
Am I gonna die here now?
Context instead of the out of context shit that all of these YouTubers are running with.
Objection! You really are intent on burying yourself, aren't you? Your throne of lies is collapsing underneath you. You claim I took your clips out of context, but how can I provide context to my viewers when you delete the videos and threaten me with copyright strikes if I dare provide more context? You see, if anyone were to re-upload those old videos, I'm sure you would go after them too. So you can't ask for us to give more context when you are actively removing our ability to do that. You are a troglodyte. If I can't link people to the videos and I can't show them the full thing of what you said, and trust me, the context of everything he says is made worse. But if I can't do that, then people just have to go off of what I say and what I'm showing them. I don't like that, but that's the situation you put me in. While we're discussing clips out of context,
I will say this for all of you idiots that don't understand. At the end of the day, go kill yourself, man.
You know, we could sit here and argue all the ways that my video, Mischief, Griffin Gaming, ReviewTechUSA, Mudahar, anybody else that's covered this, we could sit here and debate on why it's fair use, but we all know that. The only person that doesn't understand this is you, Quantum.
I wouldn't have believed this if I didn't see it for myself, but while you literally sit here sucking on cucumbers in a very provocative way, there's a lot that says about your behavior.
You see—
What does that mean? What does it say about his behavior? That is gay, and that's wrong? Like, what is the... You know what I mean? Like, what is it? What's the follow-up? It's gay. I don't like that. It's gay. I hate gay stuff. Like, that's your whole defense? Is like, yeah, it's gay. It's like, oh, okay. Who cares? Well, I do, because I hate gay people. Oh, that makes sense now. You know what I mean? Like, that would be that would be what he's saying there.
So
good thing he doesn't go on further to give us full context.
Quantum consistently references the copyright ID tool he used to false flag people.
That I'm a false copyright flagger because some 16-year-old got picked up on the copyright ID tool, which is YouTube's algorithm. He being a little fuck that likes to take people's video and use them and talk about.
Well, I understand. Like, I mean, I think one time I got like a. 2 times I've gotten like a copyright thing where like I was shown that somebody had used my content. One time somebody was reacting to a video I did, and it was like, I think it tells you when it's a high percentage, like they use 80% of my video, and I was like, whatever, I don't care. I left that one. Then somebody just literally re-uploaded my video, my chat with Deaf Noodles, and that I flagged because like you have to react to it, maybe I guess, but like you just literally just re-uploaded it. Like, like it's just like, what the fuck? This is fucking stupid shit.
Out them and say whatever they want, and I fucking use the tool the way it's supposed to be used. I'm an abuser.
You can use the YouTube algorithm to actually go ahead and copyright people, but the thing is, you shouldn't. That's the problem.
Like I said, YouTube support advised me that filing a copyright claim against you was the best way to remove the re-uploaded content. So, wait a fucking second.
Objection!
That I can accurately say is a load of bullshit. YouTube will not tell you to file a copyright claim just because a video is re-uploaded. At least not exactly like that. Again, like in the beginning example, if I uploaded an entire TV show to YouTube, YouTube would get that DMCA because YouTube is a safe harbor website. As soon as they get a copyright claim, they must act on it or else they lose a lot of those protections. So yeah, they remove your video. That doesn't mean YouTube is going to accurately speak to you through their support channel on a serious legal issue. YouTube will actually straight up want you to talk to a lawyer because once you file a DMCA, a legally binding DMCA, that's between you, your attorneys, and that's it. You realize following YouTube support advice on copyright claims to remove re-uploads failed me, and as a result, I'm being labeled as a copyright abuser, right? And then this person says that I cannot answer for you. It's a fucking support agent, okay? Don't believe the support agent who's probably not even from the country that you're dealing in.
Yeah, never believe the support agents. They're fucking so dumb. Well,
it's gonna give you accurate information. Anytime you deal with legal shit, you should be smart enough to know to get a goddamn lawyer.
You blame YouTube support for the false copyright takedown instead of yourself. Somehow, everyone else on YouTube is completely unaware of what copyright is and fair use and the 4 factors of fair use. It's everyone's wrong but you. As if a piece of software built into the YouTube system is somehow responsible for your illegal actions. It's not. But after my encounter with Quantum in the DMs, I was like, this is a man who cannot be reasoned with, who will.
Wow, you DM'd him privately? That's weird. I don't think I would ever do that.
After my encounter,
do I want to read this? Since you can't speak, here's your situation. You stole a deleted, copyrighted video. I don't care about your opinion on my take, and definitely don't care about your empty threats regarding things none of you understand. I do care about you re-uploading stolen content you acquired from mischief. If this is your livelihood, you should know that copyright starts the moment a body of work is published. You didn't have permission to post my removed content. As the owner, I would like the copyrighted videos removed. That is why I'm looking into the other options against your piracy. Like I've said, YouTube support advised me that filing a copyright claim against you was the best way to remove the re-uploaded content. It's not a false flag. It's a YouTube support recommendation. I'm exploring all options against your behavior here. If you're a professional, act like it. This is your livelihood. Protect it. You may be used to stealing from others, but I will fight you on this, especially since I hold a legitimate federal copyright, LOL. If I don't want my work published, you have no legal right to my work. Seeing how you shared my deleted video, you took a huge risk. Okay. I'm free to voice chat if you are. Why?
With Quantum in the DMs, I was like, this is a man who cannot be reasoned with, who will not change for anyone, and who cannot change. He is still the same hateful, bigoted, racist, transphobic piece of human trash, copyright abuser that he was before. Nothing has changed. He has only been trying to hide all this stuff. Like, you understand, by law, I can countersue you if you come after me. I will win, and I will clean you out. You will sell that wedding ring on your finger. You will sell your house and any valuable possessions you have for wasting my fucking time. I'm the act attorney, of course. I win every case. The laws do not change based on what Quantum TV thinks about them. Quantum, we have evidence of hate speech. We have evidence of you telling people to kill themselves on multiple accounts. We have proof of all of this through your accounts that we can also prove were not hacked. We have evidence of you threatening multiple content creators with false copyright takedowns going against fair use. We have all the proof we need to get your YouTube account terminated, and it's all thanks to you. Give it up, guys. Give it up for this laughingstock clown man out here providing quality entertainment. You see, we've been able to
Pogger.
elevate the voices of the people you tried to silence, coerce, and threaten. Hopefully the YouTube community can come together and demand YouTube implement better systems in place so that content creators that abuse this system are much more heavily reprimanded and discouraged from abusing it. We'll call it Quantum's Code. Copyright takedowns is akin to using nukes. We all understand the ramifications of using such a tool, and that's why we've collectively agreed not to do that. Because if we could just take down any video we didn't like, then nobody would have a place here. And a platform that isn't made for everyone is a platform that shouldn't be made, in my opinion.
Yeah, true. Just another white guy trying to take down another successful black man. Yeah, dude, brother. When is a brother gonna get a break? You know what I'm saying?
Before arriving at my final point, here's the most important thing I have to say about all of this. Unfortunately, there is no cure for narcissistic personality disorder.
Fuck Elden Ring. Fuck their players. I'm not sorry. I don't like Elden Ring players. They're nasty people.
None of this has anything to do with legitimacy. Quantum isn't using this controversy to grow his channel, and this has nothing to do with Elden Ring. This has everything to do with a disorder. Ego. Listen very closely once more. I will get your YouTube channel deleted. You have committed crimes in no unmistaken—
Stop! You violated the law.
I have contacts at YouTube. I have already messaged. We have a meeting set up. You have demonstrated a history of hate speech, targeted harassment, false claims. You have apologized for exactly none of it. You have made no effort to correct, address, or even admit a single mistake you've made. You make YouTube a worse place for everyone.
Frankly, I'm witnessing somebody who has no idea of how, like, legal systems work, and frankly, they're making YouTube a bad, place for anybody else, okay?
There is one thing no community on YouTube tolerates, and it's a copyright abuser.
I don't care about your opinion, dude. I care about the fact that you're nuts and you're toxic to this community.
Yeah, this is like the Jussie Smollett of fucking YouTube. 100%. That's the perfect description for this guy.
I suggest you make peace with whatever content you wish to publish on your channel before you see this screen again, and Quantum, you're gonna see it again. I may not be able to offer a cure for narcissism, but hopefully by shattering this false reality and sense of yourself, then perhaps maybe, whatever spell you're under, you will wake up from it. It's such a shame. And I was planning on asking you about this new TV I was interested in.
What were you trying to prove? That deep down, everyone's exactly as you.
Okay, well, that was certainly interesting. I'm going to assume that this Quantum TV individual is kind of fucked at this point, and that's probably a good thing. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down in the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.